Good morning, Year 2. It is Friday, the 12th of February, and it's our final maths session before half term. So I've got our warm-up again today. So similar to yesterday, we've got the 2 dice on the board. I'm going to roll the dice, but this time we're going to turn our ones into tens. So we're not going to add 2 ones numbers, we're going to add 2 tens numbers. So make sure you've got your whiteboard so you can record your answers and send your photograph to me. Okay, so it's our last warm-up before half term, so let's make it our best session yet. So this is for the Year 2 children, okay? So if you have the Year 2 maths book, you are watching the correct video. So let's roll the dice. So I have rolled 3 and 3, but I don't want you to add together 3 and 3. I want you to add 30 and 30. So changing our ones numbers into tens numbers, so making them 10 times greater. So if we are multiplying by 10, what do we need to add on the end of our answer? So 3 and 3 is, so what is 30 and 30? So we can use what 3 and 3 is. We can use our answer to 3 and 3 to help us with 30 and 30. So using what we already know to help us with something else. Okay, next one. So 3 and 3 is what? So can you write down 30 and 30? What is 30 and 30? Write it on your whiteboard. Okay, next one. We've got 5 and 3, so 50 and 30. Can you add 50 and 30? What's the total of 50 and 30 all together? 5 tens, add 3 tens. Write it on your whiteboard. 5 tens, add 3 tens. Okay. This time then we've got 6 add 5, but I would like you to turn that into 60 add 50 by making it 10 times bigger. So if you know the answer to 6 add 5, you can find the answer to 60 add 50. Write it on your whiteboard. Okay, let's roll again. $60 and 10. 6 tens, add 1 more 10. 10 more than 60. If you know what 6 add 1 is, you know what 60 and 10 is. Write it on your whiteboard. Let's roll again. Okay. 5 add 4 will also help us with 50 add 40 on your whiteboard. Write the answer to 50 add 40. Okay, let's roll again. This time then, 6 and 4, 60 and 40. Oh, we've got a number on there. Ooh, what do 60 and 40 make? They're a number bond that fall in love, a pair together, 6 and 4 makes. So what does 60 and 40 make? Last one. We've got a double here, double 2. So actually I'm asking you, double 20. 20 and 20. If I know what double 2 is, I know what double 20 is. Okay, hopefully you got an okay with that. Let's have a look at our main activity then for today. So, before we do, I'd just like to go over and make note of a superstar that I've noticed in their home learning. And I've seen so many superstars. And this is something that Mrs. Wood will do from time to time. And I will mention in my videos of children that have sent super work in, and I would like to share their name and give them a little bit of praise. So underneath my star for this week, I have chosen Savannah, because at the end of all my maths videos, I have been setting little extra tasks to do with measure. So as well as completing the tasks in your book, Savannah also on Monday, right from the get-go, had a go at my home challenge. So well done, Savannah. So today, as I mentioned yesterday, we're not working in our book today because actually the next page is about money and it's Friday, so we don't want to start some new learning on a Friday. So we're going to keep to the theme of measure. So today it says, can I find everyday examples of measure in my home? So we don't need this for this today, Year 2. You just need your whiteboard or a scrap piece of paper, whatever you've got to write on or record. So we're looking today for things that we can measure in our home and things that we can find that have already been measured for us. So let's have a look at the different units of measure. So we've got If we're measuring length, we measure in centimetres or metres. What about capacity and volume then? Can you remember what ml and L stand for? We measure in millilitres and litres. What about weight then? If we're measuring weight, what are we measuring in? Kilograms and grams. And what about the temperature? If we're finding out how hot it is or how cold it is, we measure in degrees Celsius. So that was the start of the week, and we looked at all the different units of measure. So then we went on to think about meters in centimetres and kilograms in grams, and how once we get to a certain point of measuring, we then change what the unit of measure is called. For example, 100 centimetres is the same as 1 metre. So when we start measuring things that are particularly long and tall, we would start to then measure and change the unit into metres. And I showed you my metre ruler stick here. So, on your whiteboard, can you tell Mrs. Wood what is greater? 1 metre or 1 centimetre? Write on your whiteboard which you think is greater, which is longer. 1 metre or 1 centimetre, which is longer? And then which one is shorter? So which would be longer? 1 metre or 1 centimetre? There's a clue here as well. It tells you how many centimetres are equal to 1 metre. Hopefully that you remembered that 1 metre is greater than 1 centimetre. Okay. And then we looked at capacity and volume and how it was measured in millilitres and litres. And we learnt that 1,000 millilitres is equal to 1 litre. So which is more then? 1 millilitre or 1 litre? Write on your whiteboard, which is more, 1 litre or 1 millilitres? 1 litre is more than 1 millilitres because 1 litre is equal to 1,000 millilitres. Okay, last one. When we're measuring weight and mass, we measure in grams and kilograms. Now, there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Don't worry if you can't remember that. I just want you to remember which is bigger, which is more. So on your whiteboard, which is more? 1 gram or 1 kilogram? Which is more, 1 gram or 1 kilogram? Remembering that 1,000 grams makes 1 kilogram. 1,000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. Hopefully you said that 1 kilogram is more than 1 gram. So we've done some super work on measure this week, and especially how we haven't looked at measure at all in school. Now, as we're not looking at the book today, I have set you a special home activity. So you can use your whiteboard for this or a scrap piece of paper. And I would like to draw a table like mine on the board. So you need 4 columns, 1 for measuring length, centimetres and metres, 1 for measuring capacity and volume, millilitres and litres, 1 for measuring the weight, grams and kilograms, and then 1 for measuring temperature, degrees Celsius. And then what I would like you to do is around the home, I'd like you to see what you can find that may already be weighed for you. So especially for millilitres and litres and grams and kilograms, finding capacity and weight. Have a look in your fridge, in your pantry, see what you can find that is measured in millilitres. See what you can find out that is measured in grams and kilograms, the weight of objects. So look at your bags of pasta and your tins of beans and have a look at the weight on the back, the measurements, and then record them in a table. For centimetres and metres, you might want to go around using a ruler or a tape measure if you've got one, or maybe estimating, so guessing. And then recording any measurements that you found or that you've measured around the home. And the last one, temperature. So if you've got a thermostat in your house and the oven, have a look at those, at finding some examples of temperature. So once you've recorded lots of different measurements in the different units for different things, so for weight, temperature, capacity, or length, then if you're really super challenge, once you've completed this activity, for each unit of measure, I'd like you to order them. So for all the things that you have found that are measured in weight, in grams and kilograms, order them from the lightest to the heaviest. For centimetres and metres, ordering from the shortest to the longest, and then from the coldest to the hottest, and then send me your pictures as well of you ordering them like we did in yesterday's activity. So that's all I'd like you to do today. So nothing in the book, but please send your photographs in as normal like you have been of today's work. So well done, year 2. A great half term. I look forward to seeing what you found around the home and your photographs of your work. Have a lovely week off, rest those brains, and hopefully it won't be too long before we get to see each other again and we are learning our maths in school as normal. Bye-bye.